Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. What a treat to be here in what is called the prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Chanticleers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Ware. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Guys, let's look at the big picture for Georgia Southern. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
And he just flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. And the missed connection on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage, because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the shot to clear send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking to pass. Converts on 4th down, still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
The screen, he can go. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. They've got the screen set up. He's stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th. The shot that clears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in 4th and manageable. And you dang right, we're going for this puppy. We got our 4th down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the catch. It's Lee. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Will be a turnover on downs. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Military stunt.
The inside handoff. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it.
Here we go, here we go.
Gives it on the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Right on the money. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to go up top. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
They'll go to the ground. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Daniels. It's complete to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On the ground, it's Lee. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. And the Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pulls and fired complete. Breaks into the open. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Eagles are moving quickly down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The give to the back. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. And the Chanticleers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Looking down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making...
Got enough space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Chanticleer.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Bryant. Picked off, what a play to set him up. looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. There he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Ware. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Makes the grab on the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Ware. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Eagles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that left side. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Fires left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Powell. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the run.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
The Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's McGee. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Looking for a man. It's Bryant. Gets it out quickly. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the first down.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires and picked off. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
To the air, it's Daniels. He wants it all. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looking for blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a production. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
On defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Wants to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Eagles, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for room, it's McGee. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Jackson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Moves.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Bringing the heat. Forced out of the pocket. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Field goal is good. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking for room, it's Powell. He's in open space downfield. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Makes the catch. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Okay, ready?
Now from inside the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Newsome. Touchdown, Coastal! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 6 over Troy. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Snagged in the middle, it's Fox. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
He'll try the left side. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Bryant. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the right. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot, and they do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Eagles are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. The receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
Time to take a shot. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Eagles.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Dropping back, it's Daniels. He's got him. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. 1st and 10 for the offense.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
The sure hands, it's Newsome. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Richardson.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of...
Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Eagles want to move quickly. Back to pass, it's Bryant. Fires to the tight end. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quickly complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? And you find the matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude, keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Eagles. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I think the bad part there is running out of bounds. You got the lead, you're going to run it. The defense isn't giving you anywhere to go, but you can't stop the game clock by going out of bounds.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The shot that clears have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give from the gun. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilson. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal! With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
27.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass, it's Bryant. Caught in the backfield, it's McGee. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. He'll try to do it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.